me up. You not seeing that? Huh? She's blatantly going for it, man. I need an ejection right now. It's real crap. Oh, watch out, watch out.
Hello everyone, welcome to another Trash Bin Tennis match recap, and this match got out of hand in more ways than one. That was a traumatic turn of events, and that's going to be upcoming, but it was traumatic also in more ways than one because the tennis was absolutely abysmal. To start off, this is anytime I get to play Condor, I'm super amped up. I just want to give him a good match, and I want to have a great time out there with my mate. But the tennis that we both produce, it's not necessarily conducive to having a great match. He's on another level than me, and my forehand is about another level below, 2 levels below him. So with the pace and spin that he generates, it's really difficult to hit anything. This first game, he broke me, and then in his first service game, an unbelievable amount of double faults, and he handed the game right back to me, almost as if to say, it's okay, buddy, your forehand, I know it's bad, just don't lose hope, don't lose faith. But on my service games, the faith wasn't there. That shot was out. He played it anyway, does it all the time. Backhand, we won't talk about the backhand much this video. This match was all about the forehand. For those of you who aren't familiar, I have this very unconventional Hawaiian forehand grip. The bevel that my index knuckle is on is one further over than a Western grip, so it's kind of like a reverse continental grip. Why would anyone do that, you ask? Well, it wasn't something I picked by choice. It just happened that way as I was naturally learning, and once the muscle memory got put in, that was all she wrote. And it was on full display in all of its hot garbage flaming glory. Except for right there. That was nice. That was satisfying. That was the highlight of the match for Longshanks. Condor highlights coming up. Back to my forehand. It's just really unreliable. And in this match in particular, anytime I got into a point, I was like, please don't hit to my forehand. Please don't hit to my forehand. Or just praying that the ball was up high enough because it's easier to hit a high ball. But it didn't, like I said, our games aren't necessarily conducive to having, to bringing out the best tennis in each other. Tennis is like a dance, and it takes 2 to tango, and the 2 of us, we can't tango. So he jumps out to a quick lead here. My return game is also very difficult against him, partly because of the grip, but he just has an absolute cannon on his serve. Just wallops it a lot of the time, and it's really, for me to get into the point, I consider that a moral victory. And then once I'm in the point, I'm just praying that I don't mess up. I was just having a lot of mess ups here, and I wouldn't say it's normally this way. Like my last couple matches before this one, I was actually in great form. I was playing people that had beaten Condor and getting, you know, a handful of games off of them throughout the match. But this match today in particular didn't have it for whatever reason. My serve, like, it was feeling pretty good, and I loved that backhand. That forehand was in, but let's see what happens one shot later. Okay, all right. Actually, never mind. All right, I don't remember what happened in the match. So this was months ago. Honestly, this was traumatic for me to post. I wasn't even gonna post it, but I had it recorded, and I was thinking, you know what? The viewers, they deserve to see what really happened. What sort of channel are we, if not authentic? And this is called Trash Bin Tennis. You're not here for oohs and ahs. You're here for what on earth are these 2 kids doing posting their match on YouTube? What on earth is that forehand? Why is Condor celebrating a blatant mishit by Longshanks? As if he evoked something. But, oh, what a feathery, delicate touch. Let's give it another look. I only wish that I had the hand skills of the bird hailing from California. First set went his way, 6-1. I actually switched rackets just to mentally change anything, to hit the reset button. I would have changed shirts if I had it, but I didn't. He's going for that serve and volley, and oh my goodness, what a pickup by the kid. Tried to get a little cheeky back with him, but like I said, that's not my game. I don't know what I should be doing there, but not that. And the backhand, I was just I was just frustrated. I was flustered. My fiance was there. I wanted to have a great match. This was actually my last match in Richmond before I moved. So I just wanted to go out with a bang on a high note. And like I said, it didn't go out that way. I was trying to block it back there. I realized on film, seeing myself back, I like chopped at it. Not what I should be doing. So I definitely need to figure out how to do a block return, especially against some of these guys with more pace. But yeah, you know, you've seen it before in other videos. Condor serve, it's a force to be dealt with, and it's not one that I'm capable of dealing with at the moment. And oh my gosh. Okay, I need to go back and do a replay of that because that was just so bad. What on earth was I thinking? Second set, when it rains, it pours. Did I do this intentionally? Did I try to get under Condor's skin by striking the ball at his firstborn child? Absolutely not. I would never do such a thing.
You're kidding me out? You're not seeing that? Huh? You're blatantly going for it, man. I need an ejection right now. It's real crap. Oh, watch out.
Don't mind him. Just a bit of theatrics for the channel, for you, the viewers. No beef, no love lost between Condor and I. And here we are into the final game of this set. Oh, final game. Does that mean I lose? Yeah, I lose. Woo! But if you notice my footwork there, I was still hopping around. I was still hopping and ready to go. Just didn't have it in me.
Well, that's it. That was the match. Not going to belabor the point and dogpile on myself. That's not helpful. But in all reality, that match really was a huge wake-up call. While my Western forehand, I had developed a game that sort of, I wouldn't say suited it, but was able to cope with it. In these matches against higher level players who have different spins, different powers, it completely breaks down and becomes an absolute liability. I would find myself running around to hit backhands. If someone was serving to the deuce side, I was praying that they would go down the middle. At the ad side, I'm also praying that they go out wide, or because if it went to my forehand, I was so resigned to just losing the point. So I made the difficult decision to switch to a Western forehand. I had actually tried to switch to a semi-Western a couple years ago, and the muscle memory was so ingrained in my wrist to go like this that when I had the racket positioned differently, it was absolutely unbearable. So I decided to make a more gradual shift this time to just a regular Western grip, and that is a much less drastic adjustment to make on the forehand. I also moved and lost my tennis network, so I wasn't having to feel like I was sacrificing something by taking my game back a couple steps, so I couldn't play with my normal friends and hitting partners. So here I've had a lot of time to focus on my forehand, retool it. Slowly but surely, I am rebuilding my forehand, and I've got a video coming out about it later, but I'm personally loving it. I like being in the lab. I like working on things, tweaking things. And I also like just getting out here by myself. Just a man in his thoughts and some tennis. Sorry, there's noise. I just like being out here by myself. Get a little peace and quiet. So that's all I got for you today. And just remember, at Trash Bin Tennis, it's all about the tennis trash we've been. And in the words of Novak Djokovic, we move on.